What simple life hack should everyone know? No matter how good a person you are, at some point you will be the bad guy in someone else's story. You can't please everyone, and you shouldn't try to be a good person and have friendships with people you can respect and look up to. Edit. Holy guacamole, Batman. Thank you for the golden awards, kind intraweb strangers. If you have trouble choosing, flip a coin. While you're waiting to get the result, your mind automatically starts to wish for what it wants. Then you can choose easily. If there's a jar or container you can't open, run the lid under hot water for a 30-second. Dry it so you can get a good grip, then open. Never had this not work. Some pretty good stuff on here. Just beat it on the counter. The jar. I meant the jar. Too late. Now my counter is all sticky. Anybody got any tips for that? Edit. Thanks for the wholesome award, you sick bastard. Run it under hot water for 30 seconds. The best most upvoted 3 answers are scattered throughout this video. Stay till the end to not miss them. Here's the one at the 3rd place. Google it first. Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. Edit. You've taken my advice. Take my criticism. Reddit awards are dumb. You should support a local brewery instead. If you put something down temporarily, say out loud, I've put the screwdriver by the microwave or whatever. This engages many more areas of the brain, particularly the language centers, which creates a richer memory, making it less likely you'll forget where you put it. Brush your teeth more thoroughly before bed after you are done eating and drinking for the day. Morning brushing is important too, but more so for fresh breath, while evening cleaning will prevent bacteria from breeding and damaging your teeth and gums. Most of life is just showing up to things. If you want to wear something white light in color, wear underwear that matches the color of your skin, not white or light gray. It hides better under white than white does. Same principle works for your primer coat before you paint your walls. If you have a bright or intense color that you want to paint, using a gray primer will help your paint cover better than going over white primer. Source: Sherwin-Williams Manager. Sometimes changing your pillowcase daily can help with acne. I use a clean t-shirt over my pillow to accomplish the same effect. To add to this, a lot of people wash their face when they get up but not before bed. Washing before you sleep will help keep the pillowcase cleaner and prevent breakouts. You don't need to apply a ton of night cream or anything. Just a medicated pad with salicylic acid will do. Your body will put moisture back on while you sleep and you'll wake up with a less oily face. Do your morning routine and make sure to add moisturizer as needed in the morning instead. Wash your sheets with unscented sensitive detergents too. The perfumes are sometimes an irritant to the delicate skin on your face. Honey does not go bad. If it has gone solid, it has just crystallized and can become liquid again with just a little heat. Put the container of solidified honey in a container of hot water. Put it in the microwave once. It worked but made the bottle bear depressed. Oh bother. Not necessarily a hack per se, but learn some basic knife skills. The amount of time you will save chopping vegetables a few times a week, minimum, for the rest of your life far outweighs the amount of time it takes to learn. Plus you can use the extra time to keep the kitchen clean, and that makes everything less stressful while you're cooking and makes the cleanup faster as well. This went in a very different direction than I expected after reading knife skills. While you were eating vegetables whole, I studied the blade. Train yourself to always keep an eye out for things that need to go in the direction you are going. If you are about to go downstairs, does any item nearby need to go with you? Perhaps a cup can be brought to the sink on your way to the bathroom. Turn your bed mattress when you renew your blanket. Through time your mattress will deform and that can make you sleep worse. Edit. Some mattresses have a specific side and top that they need to be. Thanks for pointing that out, you shaved ape. To confirm which circuit breaker is associated to an outlet, plug in an old radio and turn the volume up before you flip the circuit breaker. Whenever you have a time to be somewhere, aim to be there 15 minutes early, to allow for time snags or for traffic. People respect punctuality. If you bring something to someone's house that you don't want to forget, put your keys with it, assuming you can trust the people there. Also, get a Tile or similar Bluetooth device so you never lose your keys or phone again. 5 minutes of daily exercise is infinitely better than 0 minutes and will make a big difference. Most of the time keeping your mouth shut is a great option. Read the 3 and 4 star reviews for the most reliable information on Amazon items. If you have a spare minute or are just playing video games or on a computer at home, take a few minutes to just pet your dog, cat and really appreciate them. A phrase I heard somewhere just really stuck with me. Pets are only a part of your life, but you are your pet's entire life. Fuck, where is my dog? Remember to say out loud wherever you put your dog. You will often have to make decisions in life without being able to know all the information related to the choices. Being able to identify what you don't know is invaluable. It allows you to make assumptions and contingency plans if those assumptions fail. I want to slap every person that quits. If you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. You cannot function in life without making assumptions. The trick is to identify them as such so that you can be better prepared when they are resolved. Manners and general politeness will get you far and become the norm with but a small amount of practice. I'm not talking overboard, lady, but a simple please and thank you with a genuine smile. Manners and general politeness will get you far. I'll add to this. Be especially nice to receptionists. They are the gatekeepers. Whether you're there to interview for a job or attempt to sell something to the owners, if you are rude to the receptionist, you can kiss your chances goodbye. This applies doubly over the phone where body language and facial expressions are non-existent. Make sure your tone isn't condescending or else your message is going in the trash if it isn't mission critical. Source: I'm a receptionist. Interviewers always stop by my desk to get my seal of approval before moving forward in the hiring process. I have vetoed individuals for being rude, snobby, and once for leaving a mess in the bathroom. My vote counts. Edit. Since this is getting attention, I'll use this opportunity for a cheesy segue. Your vote counts. 2. Register to vote. Also, thanks for the gold. In a lot of daunting situation, for example asking someone out or standing up for yourself, you only need to be brave for a few seconds to get it over with. When moving house, always set up your bedroom, make the bed first so when you're exhausted and just had enough you can fall into bed. Nothing worse than being exhausted and having to make the bed before getting into it. Edit. Good grief, that blew up. Thank you for the awards. Edit 2. To all the grammar Nazis, I apologize profusely for using your instead of your. I don't always proofread as well as I should, but please, get a grip. It's a typo, not axe murder. Turn natural peanut butter, the ones where the oil separates and you have to mix it, upside down for a few hours. It will bring the oil to the top and make it a lot easier to mix. Then, after you mix it, put it in the fridge and the cold will solidify the oil so you don't have to mix it again. Edit. To a few points. Natural peanut butter doesn't solidify to a point that it's hard to spread when cold, so that's not something you have to worry about when storing it in the fridge. To the person who said just buy emulsified, I mean sure, but Adam's peanut butter is best peanut butter, and I know someone was going to call out my a lot, haha. If you fucked up, admit it unless you are talking to cops. But in most situations just admitting how you were wrong and accepting responsibility is so much easier than trying to blame someone or something else or make up an excuse. When you own the mistake, it puts the onus back on the other person to accept that, be mature and move on. If you try and deny or shift blame, it forces that person to examine those reasons, and if they are BS, come back at you, dragging the process out and leading to unpleasant callouts and confrontations. Regularly change the oil in your car. On time. Do it. Will help it last longer. Edit. What in the fuck? So that's what happens when your inbox blows up. Thanks for the award too. My first. Tell the people you love that you love them more often. The easiest way to remove bloodstains is to use bar soap and hand wash it. Works better than using laundry detergent. Nursing trick. Hydrogen peroxide. When you're cooking and the recipe calls for onions and garlic, don't put the garlic into the pan until the onion is nearly translucent. Garlic cooks way faster than onions do. If you throw them in at the same time, it won't taste as good, the garlic will burn. It literally takes 30 seconds for minced garlic to cook. Also, if you're a home cook, sharpen your knives often. Thought of a few more tips. Love chives and parsley in your eggs, omelets, anything else, but hate the hassle of cutting them using the herbs before it turns? Get dried chives and dried parsley instead. It rehydrates quickly and sauces eggs and tastes the same. It's also way cheaper. This tip can apply to a lot of herbs. While fresher is always better, dried is often still delicious while still being in a student-wide budget. Add a bit of vinegar to your beans if you're making anything beany. A lot of home cooks think that vinegar is gross, and it is by itself, but a dash of vinegar can really make beans, sauces and marinades pop. Get into a routine of stretching your hip flexors and chest if you sit for long periods. Absolute game changer for people who suffer with chronic lower back pain as a result of being hunched over a desk. The video has ended, and I'm sure you regret it. If you liked it, with your friends shall you spread it? Give me karma. give me credit. But if I'm wrong, and you just hate it, keep your calm, and just forget it. See you soon. Oh yes, Reddit.